100,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay, I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal when I put my foot.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hey, Mike 51. Football team.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down. Good for a Houston first down.
14 yards. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Check. Slam. Check. Out. One left.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Switch. 36 power.
On second and 11 now. Wilson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Go, Mike 51. You guys, listen. Hey, let's go. Let's calm. Hey, 0. Oh, 12.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Come on, set. 52. You must be true. Check 9. Watch it.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Got it. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Watch twist.
After the interception, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out the shotgun. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. Nope. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Joe Mixon, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball back.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Jackson dumps it off to Mixon. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Situation, let's go. Patch it. Switch. Watch twitch. Watch 12. Oh, that's it. 10:49.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Here we go. Get to Pittsburgh. Hey.
On 2nd down now. It's Curry, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Set, ready. Hit the flag. Mike 58, right there. Man, I got you. Check. Watch that.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
He may try and run for the... And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown run. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Go. Get him. Save.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Mike, six. Go. Rabbit. Set, go. Ready. Set, go.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Oh, now backing up, and he's out of the end zone. The referee was right there to call it, and that is a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
All day, every day. Anytime. Switch.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Flying 90. Took right. 54. One left. Block that. Hey, it's our house. Hey, alert.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. That is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
On third down, Wilson.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go now. Get the head. Hold on. Get the other Mike.
They'll run on first down. Curry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson operating from the gun. He can run for it, and he will.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Joe Mixon. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And now he's going to use his legs. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Bring out, bam. Gun. Back. Wide, get wide.
Now Wilson, throwing on 3rd and long, eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to... about a yard or two short.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
12. Move the team.
On 1st down, Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Kill. Turn up. Check safety. Alert flare.
Gun. Henry. Zebra.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Yeah, baby.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
Jam.
Hey, Alpha. Go.
I got him. He's mine. Hey, watch it.
Fair. Now.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Going to throw right side here, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Delta.
57. Mike, 57. Hey, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
It's just me and you.
Rock it.
It's just me and you.
Hey, orbit.
Just checking, son. Crash. Check hot route. Hot.
You're out.
Pick the edge.
Second and 10. This is caught. Watkins. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's third down and 7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Whip.
On first down, Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Walk 54, walk 54. Let him know, let him know.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. 2nd and 15. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Strip that ball.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert 3, alert 3.
On second down, a run with Breida. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Looking to throw, escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Bang, 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 bang. General West. Check, check. Gone, gone. Present.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Big River, Big River.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Texans 32, Jaguars 20.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. It's caught. Smith. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Topper! Bravo! Shoot!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal.
Baby, that's baby shot. Switch it.
Now back to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. One man in the backfield. That's Gordon. 2nd and goal.
Yo, go!
Man, move it. You got to get that. Shoot.
Go!
They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Blue draw Corkers.
Back to throw here. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up top. Not mission accomplished, it's darn close. Got points, so
following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
61, matchbox lights.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Joker, 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 Joker. Check 26.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Got some room at the 30. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Sam off. Take go.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Here we go. And read. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. We got
Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Oh, no. 3 down. Oh, no.
To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill.
And that'll set them back 5.
All day.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. So don't say nothing.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 32 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. So that'll back them up 5. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Ball trot. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Again, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
That's it, baby. We go work.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hey, let's go. Calm crowd. I'm trying to collect.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Here we go. 10-2 soft.
Danny.
X3. 218. Ready.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. I'm coming.
Now.
He'll look to throw here. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready. 15-90. 58 right there. Hustle. And 58 is the goal. Defense wins championships, baby. Shit.
Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Houston, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it.